awesome, man. So we are here doing a session at the we call it Spotlight. So our company's called Podcast Crew. We have a turnkey studio in Robbinsdale. So if anybody's looking to do a podcast, they can come. You basically show up with some ideas and some guests, and we do something just like this setup in our studio. And we're here at Twin Cities Startup Week this week. We're kind of partnering with them, and we're having a great time, just kind of shining the spotlight on people just like you, Erkan. So I want you to first just introduce yourself and tell me what you're up to in the world.
All right, my name is Erkan. Yeah, thanks for having me. It's very exciting here to be here this day today, and probably tomorrow too. Well, I don't know where to start. So it's like a busy thing in my life that I started. I mean, we talked a little bit about that before. I'm 46 years old. So we moved to the US in 2018.
Okay.
And in 2019, I started my own company here in the US, which is AIMEC Consulting.
Right into it, huh?
Right into it.
I like it.
AIMEC is, we're testing prototype cars and components for major OEMs and, doing all sorts of like Q&A. Q&A means quality assurance, ADAS testing, and validation, and UX, UI, everything before SOP. This is where we jump in as a company and do the testing for the companies.
Okay.
That's the first company, and in 2021...
The first company, okay.
Yes.
I see why you've got a lot to talk about. Okay.
Yes, and then I'm very excited about the question, but for the introductions, the Cargo Cycle is the second company that we established in 2021. Cargo Cycle is a cargo bike that we built here in Eden Prairie. It's like two wheels in the front and one wheel in the back, and with a basket in front for kids, groceries, grandmas, dogs.
Okay.
There's also an industrial version for that. Where factory settings, warehouse settings, where you can carry tools, box, and all that stuff.
Okay.
And the third company established like 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
Still in beta testing. It's a platform, an online platform for shared micromobility.
Okay. Tell me more about that. What does that mean?
Kind of like Airbnb, Turo, but only for micromobility. Like everyone that has a second or third electric scooter that they don't use anymore can upload this ride, and everybody can rent it for that day.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fascinating.
This is something that I'm working on, but it's beta testing right now, but we'll be live probably in 2 weeks.
Okay, and are you focusing specific markets for that, or are you going straight to like US wide with that business?
Straight US wide.
Really?
It's easy. It's easier to deploy the whole back end with that.
Okay.
At first hand, because I know it has to scale.
Okay.
It has to work.
Okay.
So that's the idea behind.
Okay. Cool. That's some pretty crazy ideas, and they're layered. I guess they could build on top of each other, but they're really quite diverse as well. So it sounds like mobility is kind of maybe a common theme that you work with.
Absolutely.
Okay.
My background is from the automotive industry. I work in the car industry since I'm 13.
Okay.
So basically, like everything about cars and components, everything is like technical stuff that's I'm into.
Mm-hmm. Nice. So 13, you're a child labor at that point?
Yes. Yeah. Yep, I did. I mean, in Germany, like, you have to go clean up the car, please, and the wheels and everything. You have to do that.
Okay. We always had the joke in Germany, because you could buy cigarettes at the machine while you're walking around. It's true. At least when I was there in 2004 or whatever, it's like you're born with a cigarette and a beer in your hand. So
that's right.
Yeah. So that's cool. So what brought you to the U.S.? Why did you decide to move here?
In 2018, we moved to the U.S. with the company that I work for as a project lead, a director for the vehicle testing industry, which I'm in since 2011. And I work worldwide, like China, Brazil, Russia, in Europe, in Turkey, and in the U.S. And I had a lovely experience with that. And in 2018, we said, you know what? Well, Munich is nice, but we just need to get out of here. It's okay. It's fun. We want to live somewhere else.
You did your time.
Yeah. And then we moved to the US for that company in 2018. And in 2019, all of the team members in that whole project that we worked on, which was here in Minneapolis, got laid off.
Oh, no.
Me included.
Okay.
So And then, yeah, I mean, then I said, you know what, I'm going to build my own company.
So you were it was like a necessary entrepreneur. Like you had to do something and you just decided to do your own thing.
Exactly.
And it seems like it's been successful enough that you're like, hey, I'm going to do it 2 more times.
I mean, I have some sleepless nights. Yeah.
I bet.
But it's still fun. Automotive is something that, AIMEC is a hot thing. I mean, it's very important. Yeah, and I love it.
Cool. You have a family?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me more about your family. Are they involved in the business at all, or they support the business, or they're like, stop doing this so we can get back to a stable life, or how does that all work?
So my wife holds everything together. Obviously, she's in the background. The actual boss at home.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
So she's taking care of everything, like everything, the whole household, the kids and everything, school stuff. While I'm running the business, but like she's my partner for everything. So
that's cool.
So yeah, and the AIMEC means it's also like it's our names.
Oh,
so the first initials are it's with our names. A is my wife.
Okay.
A is my daughter. It starts with her name, and C is my son, and E is Erkan. It's me. So
nice.
That's the name behind the brand. So
nice.
This family is very important to me. It's something that I also try to show my kids as well, especially for cargo bikes, for cargo cycle when they're in the shop, because at AIMEC, where we have those customer companies and projects at the locations, we cannot be there with the kids because it's NDA, top secret,
Sure.
Pre-production and all that stuff. But cargo cycle is something that we are working on site in our own space. So they can be there and can help, support with everything. My son is doing like the video recording and everything for social media.
Is that right? Nice.
Yeah, and he does the music, the background music for social media. My daughter cleans up the shop space and everything, so they are involved, and I want them to be involved.
That's awesome.
They need to understand that they need to work for something.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are very involved.
That's actually my wife there. So we're in the same business together. And I was just at the last guy there, we just had a little bit of a conversation about the same thing. But I've got 4 kids, and all of them are entrepreneurs now.
Yeah.
Every single one, down to my 12-year-old. My 14-year-old, 12-year-old could set up all this equipment. Like they know how to do everything. So
I heard
it's really
that you came from Qatar to the US, right?
That's right. Yeah.
That's amazing journey. I really that's great.
Yeah, we started our first company in Qatar, actually. Yes. And once I started as an entrepreneur, I could never go back. And I have tried to go back a couple times, but it's just it's so fulfilling.
It is.
But I have had many sleepless nights. We had times where we couldn't afford to eat ramen, you know what I mean? Living the rough life. But then we've also had $200 steak nights, and really enjoyed the benefits. And
I know exactly what
I wouldn't have it a different way.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's great. Good.
So what brings you out to Startup Week specifically?
I just saw it like very last minute yesterday, and I was like obviously in the bed after bringing the kids to bed. I'm like okay, scrolling here, LinkedIn, whatever, and there's a Startup Week here in Minneapolis. I'm gonna be there.
Nice.
And booked the tickets, and then just came in here just to see what's gonna happen, and
and somehow you ended up on a podcast.
And yeah, and now I'm here. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So today's your first day then coming?
It's the first day, yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And so have you attended any of the events so far?
I was in a keynote at 9:40 but with Emily, I think. What was her name? Yeah, it was great to interact and to see what's going on here, what type of businesses are here. And yeah.
So what do you think of Minneapolis?
I love it, but it's too cold.
I think it's cold in Munich too, though.
It is, but it's not compared. It's not that long.
It's
like we got like 6 months or something here.
You're right, yeah.
It's cold.
It can be a very cold winter, yeah.
I'm not afraid about the cold. As long as the sun is shining, it can be cold. That's fine. But if it's gray, my mental health is something that I struggle with if the sun is not shining. So
I see. All right, so you've got 3 businesses already. What is on the horizon for you? Obviously, you're growing this new baby business, but what other ideas or where are you taking this?
My God.
Who are you looking for maybe to meet here today or in the next week or so at Startup Week?
For the first question, I have no idea where this is going. I have still a lot of ideas that I want to do, but I'm not sure if I want to mention this here right now because my wife will probably see that and she'll be like, well, another idea. No, just I mean, it's a constant. It's I love creating. I love building new things, and I just love the process. It's not okay. I established the company right now. It's working, and the team is working in LA and in Texas, but okay. Well, this is autark. They run the business. They have the communication with the customers. Okay, cargo cycle. We built this. We're starting with the launch and everything. Okay, so like it's kind of like I don't want to say it's like obsessed with creating something, but it's kind of like this. But the main goal is to for AIMEC specifically for the vehicle testing part is that also adjusting to the market because the portfolio that we have on AIMEC is obviously Hill. Hill means hardware in the loop testing for infotainment, navigation, and connected system in the cars.
Okay.
We do also like recreational, four-wheeler side-by-sides in the desert and in the snow testing.
Okay.
But also, provide more services that I would love to do. All of the other business and service that we did for AIMEC was like, okay, the demand was there. We got the RFP and we just can bid on it. Okay, but let's do this. And we did it. But I also want to do things that I like. Which is actually design, creating new stuff. UX, UI is something that I'm super into, which also has part of AIMEC, the vehicle testing as well, because we are in the early phase to test those products, like the navigation system, the whole user experience is something that we do test. So we already have that experience, but not from the ground up, where we can also design the whole structure for it. This is something that I really want to focus on, and maybe spread the word for that. Obviously, cargo cycle is something that I in contact with hopefully some people that are willing or able to promote and scale the sales part for it. And what was the second question? I drifted a little bit.
No, it was just kind of asking what was next, I think, for these companies, kind of like where you're headed next.
Yeah, that's the main focus at the moment right now, and that's already a lot. So
awesome. Well, let's wrap it up, and
Okay.
I like to wrap it up by asking for a piece of inspiration. What inspires you to get out of bed every day and make this happen, or what sort of inspiration can you provide to our audience?
My main inspiration is actually the creation part. Creating something new from the ground up, doing the research. How can I build this? How can I make this? And how to figure things out is something that motivates me day by day. And so we don't, you probably the same. You don't have weekends.
Correct.
And I don't want really weekends. I want weekends with and quality time with my family, but I also want to explore and see what's out there. New technology, design, whatever. I'm constantly on that. So there's like mentally no days off. This is my main factor. What I would say, okay, this is motivating me.
Beautiful. Thanks, man.
Thank you for having
has
me.
been
And
great.
I also would love to maybe off this podcast. Your story too. It's very, very exciting. So I'm gonna look that up.
Awesome. Yeah.
I really appreciate having me here.
We can get together and speak some German, and
Yeah, let's try that. All right. Awesome.
I'll throw all three of my words at you.